whatever. Noise counts as tone.
It's time to leave your cinematic troubles behind. Let the takes flow through you. And let the noise from the zeitgeist subside. Welcome to Cast Against Time.
Welcome
Woo!
to Cast Against Time.
Holiday version, right?
I guess. Oh, I guess.
Jesus Christ. If we must celebrate the birth of the festing of the Christ, welcome to Cast Against Type, the podcast that Quentin Tarantino has described as the weakest podcast in SAG. He said that it's the podcast with the limpest dick in the world.
Very weak sauce.
You know, we would be offended by that, but because we're the only pod that's doing anything in the cinematic space, you got to take the good with the bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Quentin, you know, we speak so highly of him on this pod.
Of his films.
Yeah.
I don't know that we speak highly of his character.
This is true. I've never seen one white man who casually drops the N-word so frequently. But he feels like, you know, hey, look, who among us, right?
I feel like this is a referendum on him, but it's really not that big of one because I think this is always who he's been and everyone's kind of ignored it.
He's also done stupider and more outlandish and egregious shit.
I think this one is just because it's so random.
I mean, I'll be
so
honest with you.
nowhere.
I don't like Paul Dano all that much either, but
I like Paul Dano, but he's not bad and There Will Be Blood.
He doesn't deserve to get like absolutely fucking
The worst
dunked on.
actor in SAG.
Yeah, I don't, you know, but that's whatever. We're not here to talk about Tarantino. We're going to talk some shit of our own. How about that? That? We're going to put our own feet in our own mouths.
Yeah, what do you got?
And then Tarantino will love it.
What are you coming hot into this holiday season with?
I'm coming in hot on the fact that because one movie drops on a streaming service that is popular, everybody has to champion it as if it were going out of style. I'm getting tired of that shit.
Which movie?
Waking Up the Dead Dude.
Oh, I still haven't seen it. Well, you're already coming hot in with the Rian Johnson stuff.
We've dished on Rian Johnson before, and I don't want to because I don't think that he's necessarily a bad guy. There's something I just don't trust there.
I mean, he's doing the same thing over and over.
There's just such self-indulgence there. He made, this one was like a C+.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
what does that make the previous ones then?
Like D- in my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
How far into the film did you get before you kind of rolled your eyes internally?
Oh, no, there's just like all kinds of, I wrote some of them down. Like there's all these little nuggets that you can just tell, you can just see Ryan like kind of rubbing his hands together. Oh, this is going to get him. Like he's got a line where somebody says, that money is but one psalm in the Bible of my bitterness. Woof!
Is that Daniel Craig? What's his name in it?
Benoit Blanc. And I like the conceit of a big foghorn leghorn Daniel Craig traipsing around and doing a big send up with a bunch of character actors. That'd be great, but that's not what he does. He gets all these, I don't want to say actors of the week because they're not, but you know, whoever's kind of captured the zeitgeist at the moment, he casts them immediately. And they're not going to say no because you know, you can just see them like gleefully behind the scenes go, oh, I'm really going to get the chance to chew the scenery in this one, you know? And like, yeah. I don't want to rob anyone of their joy if they really love these movies. Maybe it harkens back to Clue or whatever the fuck it is, or nobody's ever read an actual solid mystery novel, or, you know, fine. Okay. I just don't trust them.
I'm surprised that you actually watched it, given that you have this distaste for him
because
and the previous ones.
It's been put on such a pedestal.
By who? Critically, yeah.
By the critics community.
The same score
and it makes me think, because Rian Johnson kind of went out there and held a little pity party for it. He was like, hey, this thing should be in theaters. It shouldn't just immediately release on Netflix. Well, Ryan,
you did a deal with Netflix.
You did a deal with Netflix. They've always been like this. Yeah. They pushed for Roma to be their fucking best picture contender, and it was in theaters for like a week. Mm-hmm. So what did you think they were going to do? You know, and like it's like the holidays are rolling around, so of course they're going to dump that shit. And that's why people are freaking out about the whole merger thing with Netflix.
What merger?
Yeah, no, nobody's heard any of this. But it's just like that's what the freak out is over. It's over the fact that like theaters had it hard enough.
There's not going to be theaters anymore.
And again, I don't want to. Everyone's probably right. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably just a grump and a Grinch about old Ryan J. But it's just like there's something about it, something in the writing. You know, like there's like a pwned joke in this. Mm-hmm. Like we're still dishing on the word pwned.
Gross.
Mila Kunis is in it. Holy shit,
Yeah,
she's a bad actress.
Yeah, I kind of...
Jesus fucking Christ.
See, that's the thing is, I know it's critically...
Thank God we haven't landed on the fucking bargain bin and Jupiter Ascending or whatever was in the fucking top 10.
There's probably some people that love that movie.
Oh, fuck me.
I think my thing is, even though I've seen it critically acclaimed, I have no interest in seeing it because I know I've seen the previous two. They were fine, but I have no interest in seeing a third one of the same thing.
See, I thought that would have been your candy, that kind of shit.
No.
So it's good for you. I mean, it's just such a presentation, I guess. And you can just see them behind the scenes, like, hovering over final draft going, oh, this is where people are really going to perk up in their seats. And it's like, come on, man.
I don't know. Like, I haven't seen it and I probably won't see it for a while, but formulaically, is it any different than the first two?
Absolutely not. In fact, it hits every single beat. It's just different foils and different...
Yeah, so to me, it's why am I going to go out of my way to see something I've seen twice already?
Good question, but that's what you asked.
It's true.
You asked, so you asked.
Well, I'm curious because you've never been someone that just sees something that the critics like. So it still baffles me that you chose to watch.
But
this
is the season of seeing the shit that the critics are putting on a pedestal, and I'm beginning to realize that they put a lot of shit on a pedestal because they get early access to it. Well, that's not news. In fact, we've covered this very extensively on this pod. Any given critic gets like a first glimpse of something at like Fantastic Fest or Toronto Film Festival or wherever they happen to get their first glimpses of things. It becomes their darling that they get the champion before anyone else, because even if they're wrong, that will be forgotten weeks and months later. Mm-hmm. But if they're right, they get to go back to that original tweet or skeet or whatever the fuck it is and go, see, I was on the ground floor for whatever. He's just not that into you or whatever, from day one.
I also think there's the Netflix side of it where Netflix wants to be seen in some prestigious way. If they do something that is above the slop that they usually do, people give them a participation trophy basically and say, look, they can do some prestige stuff. And it's like, just because it's more prestigious than their usual shit doesn't mean that it's good.
Well, can you tell me why Josh O'Connor, can you tell me what his deal is? Why he's the flavor of the week? I mean, he was in Challengers, right?
Challengers, which he was good in, but that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he's done.
I mean, he was in the Crown, right?
He was in The Crown. He was in History of Sound that came out.
And I think I recognized him in Mastermind.
Yeah, Mastermind is the big one this year.
But no one's talking about Mastermind. I mean, it's on some like top 10 lists.
I was gonna say I've seen it on some lists. I have not seen it myself.
I mean, I don't dislike him, but it's just like the people are talking about Wake Up Dead Dude. They're like, oh, I'm really what it is.
Wake Up Dead Dude is great. That should have been the title.
Yeah, whatever. I keep hearing the same old sentiments. I'm really just glad for Josh O'Connor. I'm really glad for him. It's like, why?
He's already a successful actor.
Yeah, he's fine. He's doing fine. He's hosting Saturday Night Live. Why?
That's clearly because he's the young, hotter actor of the cast. And that's a marketing thing with Netflix for sure.
Okay.
And then Lorner's like, we need the hippest.
I don't know. And again, I don't mean to bring such vitriol. You're allowed to like Wake Up Dead Dude. It's just what I just see the Rian Johnson-ness of it all, and like to see him tinkering away at Final Draft and going like, this will really get him. I'm beyond reproach. Aren't I? Ooh, aren't I? Just saucy.
Well, I think those movies after one, maybe two, are just repetitive, and it becomes less about the story and how you can, and then more about how you can trick the audience. And that's probably where the disingenuous side of it comes from.
I guess I've also just never, and we talked about it on the show, I've never bought onto, he has this thing where he's like, I get to break all the rules in my movies and nobody can stop me. And it's like, well, okay, but at some point we get to call you out and go like, well, these aren't the trappings of the genre you're doing. Like, yeah, you can say that you're making a time travel movie, and then in the time travel movie go, who cares how it all works? It doesn't matter. But if you do that in every movie that you make, maybe you're kind of lazy intellectually. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it just means you don't have an out, and so you just use the worst excuse possible.
And I'm all for every now and then a creator being like, we're not going to worry about the zeros and ones of how X thing works. Like,
like
a time machine movie. Yeah. Well, no, but the weapons like revels in its lore.
I
Like,
know. I brought it up to rile you up.
Yeah, I'm not taking the bait. And I shouldn't be riled up about this. People like it. They're having a good time with it. I want people to have a good time at the movies. That's all that matters. If it makes somebody look away from their tickings and talkings for 15 seconds, so be it.
I don't want to jump automatically into our segment, but I feel like this is a good transition of what we've naturally hit on.
This is true, but I don't want to talk about that
Okay.
movie just yet.
I don't want to talk about that movie
What are you
either.
coming in hot with?
Oh,
okay, good. Glad I asked.
I saw Wicked for good. It doesn't need to exist.
So first of all,
I almost said Wicked too good, but it's for good.
Finally, somebody out there saw it. Thank God. Now maybe I'll have a chance at making its budget back. Thank God. Second of all, yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anybody say anything good about it.
No, because it's. I mean, anybody who's seen the musical knows that the second half of that thing it takes a significant fall from the first half.
Hey, look, I like a good musical. I like when the
Where does Wicked stand on the
actors
rankings
decide
of
to traipse
musicals?
the board. Definitely at least 30 films below like the filmic adaptation of Dear Evan Hansen.
No, I mean the play.
I've never seen the Broadway play, so I don't know. I've heard the music. It's kind of like when Hamilton came out and like everybody played the soundtrack, but I actually hadn't seen the play. And then when I did see the play, I was like, oh, I've heard this a million times already.
The second part is just a lot of like jerking off to the Wizard of Oz stuff, and it's just like I don't need like
no, but it's subverted, it's twisted.
It also doesn't like I get it's a play and all that, and it makes more sense that there's all these loopholes in a play.
But why did you go see? You had to know.
Because I know, but there was nothing else out that I hadn't already seen, and I have AMC
Man,
list.
it's the fucking awards times.
Yeah,
There's 20 films out right now.
Listen, you saw a movie you hated. I saw a movie that I knew was going to be
so
bad.
this is all about hatred in the land of in the time before Christ's birthday.
What I'm saying is people love it. So let's see what they're talking about, what they're singing about. And also, I know we've talked about cinematography and the look of films and all this stuff.
No, those are truly ugly films.
It looks bad. It looks really fucking bad for no reason.
Well, there's a reason.
Please do this.
This guy explained it to us in perfect. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do it. It's because of Lutz. How are you? How
am I
gearing up cinematically for the birth of your Lord and Savior?
Oh, Christmas movies. I mean, I've said this before. The one
don't say Batman Returns.
Batman Returns, best Christmas movie out there.
Yeah, okay, fine. Oh God.
What
you know
else?
how I feel about people subverting.
It takes place during Christmas.
I know.
Whole movie
we're not
does.
having this conversation. I don't care.
I
Whether
didn't
it's a
say
Christmas
Die
film.
Hard.
I know, but it's just a substitute for your personality. So just like, this movie's a fuck Christmas. I'll die on this fucking hill. Like, who gives a shit if it's a Christmas movie? If it means it, if it evokes the spirit of Christ for you, then it could be your own little Christmas movie.
I mean, we already watched Polar Express, so we got that out of the way.
That's true. I feel like we kicked off the season, the season for believing way early this year. In fact, it's all out of my system now. When Xmas rolls around, it's gonna feel like Easter.
I used to throw on Hateful Eight during Christmas. I don't know why, because it's definitely not a Christmas movie. Obviously, I think it just came out.
There's snow in it.
I mean, I think it just came out during Christmas, and
No.
it just the snow and like the tone of it evokes the winter, but it's not a Christmas movie.
Sure.
I don't know. I guess the old Miracle on 34th Street I'll throw on when I'm like wrapping gifts. Like that's how I do Christmas. It's like
Interesting.
I don't do It's a Wonderful Life because I think that movie's very very troublesome. The character, the main character, Jimmy Stewart's character, is an awful human being in that movie.
Well, okay, but let's not just immediately dish on the classics now.
Is it a classic?
Yeah, I think it's quite a well-made film. But that's neither here nor there. You know, I'll be honest with you, I don't really have a Christmas movie. We even did an episode about this, and I think I lied and made some up, but I don't really have like a go-to yearly thing that I do. Every now and then,
it doesn't have to be a Christmas movie. Is it just a movie that you usually watch during Christmas?
Well, we talked about this. I mean, sometimes like I'll throw on like Night of the Hunter, or which I guess you could argue is kind of a Christmas movie, and I'll put on Scrooged every year. But just like I am irritated with people who substitute absolutely going to the fucking mats for Die Hard being a fucking Christmas movie, which again who gives a shit. just like I'm tired of people substituting that as a personality, I'm also getting a little tired of people substituting the most esoteric thing that they can think of as a thing that they definitely watch, and it's their definite Christmas tradition.
Like what?
Like so many people out there are like, oh man, every year I fucking pull out my copy of The Silent Partner and throw it on. It's like, no, you don't. You don't do it. You just heard of that. You just found out that exists. It's a cool movie. You like Elliot Gould. You just found out like 5 years ago via some tweet on Twitter that exists, and now you're substituting every year I throw on fucking Silent Partner for fucking
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. People use that a lot.
I mean, at least like Shane Black has as a pattern of making Christmas shit. So I mean, like I would accept that more.
Does he though? I feel like his movies evoke Christmas, but I don't think they're necessarily.
Well, Christmas is generally in the background of it. I mean, he even found a way to shoehorn into The Nice Guys for.
I was going to say The Nice Guys is one that I throw on in December usually every year. But again,
right, but that's absolutely you cannot argue that that's a Christmas movie.
No,
whatever argument you want to make for Die Hard, fine, do it. I don't care. Nobody gives a shit.
Is it because it's
Nobody
cares. Is it because it's during a Christmas party? Yeah, that's your argument, because it can be any party. It could be a 4th of July party. It could be a Labor Day party.
Again, it doesn't matter. If it's a Christmas film for you, it's a Christmas film. If you're going to tell me The Nice Guys is a Christmas movie,
no,
then we're going a little too far with it. Like, there's an argument to be made for Die Hard, for Lethal Weapon, for all these other things that people like to substitute for personality for making an argument of them being Christmas movies, which who gives a shit? Nobody!
What about A Christmas Carol or any other classics?
No, that's another thing. There's all these people coming out of the woodwork swearing up and down that The Muppet Christmas Carol is like one of their favorite Christmas movies, and I just don't believe it.
The one with Michael Caine?
And I don't have a problem with it if it is your favorite Christmas movie. That's great. It's a great little adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe it. Why don't I believe it? It's got to be me. It's got to be me. I just see trickery everywhere.
I mean, a lot of the people that probably grew up with it, so it makes sense.
But why would anybody lie about that? Why am I dubious about it? Why? What's wrong with me?
Because you think
What's
they're
wrong
just being
with me?
quirky.
I do.
Well, it's like if I told if I told you the one that I associated with was the Flintstones cartoon one, would you think that I'm making that up?
Is there a Flintstones cartoon Christmas movie?
Yeah, Christmas Carol, Flintstones one.
No, I mean, maybe you grew up with that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was on Cartoon Network.
But maybe I'm sure people grew up with the Muppet
That's
Christmas
what I'm
Carol
saying.
movie. But I just don't believe it. Why don't I believe them?
I mean, out of all the Christmas carols, it makes the most sense.
Yeah, no, there's absolutely no reason that people shouldn't cite that as one of their favorite Christmas movies.
There's a Patrick Stewart one.
For some reason, I don't believe it.
Do you want them to watch the Zemeckis one with Jim
Well,
Carrey?
we might have to fucking do that.
Oh, God.
Because what a ride we went on for Polar Express.
Oh, you know what? Another one that I usually watch is Hugo.
Interesting. Saw it once. Think it's doing interesting things, and I've never had a desire to ever rewatch it.
It's a good one. It's an underrated Scorsese film.
I like the whole thing with the whole vignette with like the George Milius shit,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the rest of the movie was fairly
You don't like
forgettable.
the Sacha Baron Cohen?
I don't need to see Asa Butterfield.
Is it Asa or Asa?
Asshole Butterfield.
He almost became a thing.
What do you mean?
Remember he did Ender's Game with Harrison Ford?
Oh, well, that's probably what fucked it for him.
Harrison Ford came out of it.
I don't know if he did. I think Harrison Ford went away for a while, tried to crash a few planes, and then...
Is that when he started wearing an earring in public?
No, it was way before that. I remember him rocking that thing around the time of The Fugitive. Sorry, Harrison.
Did he ever have an earring with a feather on it?
I mean...
Wasn't that a trend for a little bit?
No, that feels very 80s. That feels like very Lost Boys. I can't see him ever doing that.
Kiefer definitely wore one.
Oh yeah, Kiefer for sure. Well, Kiefer probably feels like he minted that look, and you know what? He's welcome to it. But this is not
an earring feather podcast.
It's not a show about fashion. What show?
You might ask.
And I might answer Cast Against Type, a show where we examine the pathology of the mob as it pertains to the world of cinema. Where we look across the filmic discourse and attempt to restore some sanity. We do this in one of two different ways. One, by unpacking the ideas and assertions we stumble across out there in the media, be it social or otherwise, while occasionally subjecting ourselves to mysterious media oddities. And two, by spinning the reel of scopophilia, where we let fate decide on a series of film-related exercises that are in no way a meaningless or desperate grab for content. And as you alluded to, Senor Frank, sometimes people just be out there trying to yuck yums. Yuck yum yums.
Yuck yums. Real quick, I know your Christmas movie.
Okay. Throw it at me.
The Green Knight.
Oh, you know what? That is a good one. Good.
Nailed it.
Hey. Well, I don't put it on annually, but I wouldn't mind making that a tradition. I wouldn't mind seeing some Christmas jizz every year.
I didn't say that.
Well, I mean, you've seen the film, right? I wouldn't mind being left with a handful of Christmas jizz. Merlin's jizz. Is that who that guy's supposed to be?
I don't know.
Isn't that Merlin and his wife? Fine.
What's Merlin's wife's name?
Morgana? Are you asking me seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the books, it's Morgana. Well, it's not really his wife; it's his slam piece. I don't think they ever.
You think he goes around the round table talking about his slam piece?
I think she's been made much ado of.
Is she like Nancy Reagan?
Yeah, she's the throat goat of the round table. Speaking of Christmas actors.
Anyways,
we're going to confront something from the media. It's a article from the Ring Burner. They're from the Ringer.
Favorite. Yes.
Everyone loves Bill Simmons. He's never said problematic things.
He's always on the right side.
He's always been on the right side of history, of race politics.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Boston? And he's spawned a offshoot of his sports discourse.
What, are you describing the Ringer now?
Well, people may not know. And they occasionally talk films now. In fact, they've been doing it for quite some time. Sometimes it's okay. Most of the time, it's not my cup of tea. But, they're all right. They're all right. They try. But you came across this from their feed.
Yes, and they've been doing this once a month where a couple of other writers talk about it's called 21st Century Cinema in Review, and they'll pick a movie and they'll discuss it. It's kind of an open forum. And I saw this one that they did about Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I sent it to you. But the thing is, I think that you think I sent it to you because I want to talk about that movie, which I don't.
I don't have any idea why you picked up on this and why you want to talk about it. I read the article, has some interesting things to say. It makes some points about not being able to necessarily trust the people that are having takes that are very aggressive online, and we've certainly talked about that a lot on the show. But what about this made you go, hey, we got to discuss?
So it's basically the first few paragraphs, and I'll read this, but as a precursor, which I did not know you were going to talk about, Wake Up Dead Dude, and basically talk about this thing of critically looking at a film, whether it's good or bad, and going against the populist feeling of a film or the wave of outpour that a fan base has for it. And so this article starts...
Well, so first of all, this is an article called 21st Century Cinema and Review, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and it's part of the series you just described.
Yes, and so basically, one of the writers starts with talking about a essay they read from somebody named Kate Wagner, and it's basically talking about this phenomenon they quote as "let people enjoy things," speaking about movies.
Yes. Now we've
TV
all
shows.
seen the meme, right? There's a meme where like a crudely drawn cartoon guy's holding his finger, doing the shushing motion, as it were, and saying, "Shh, let people enjoy things."
And what they talk about is that they said this is a symbol of a larger problem. The tendency of contemporary readers and viewers to experience any dissenting opinion on their favorite works as a personal attack and to conflate the displeasure with a common sense refutation of any sort of analysis, period. Wagner goes on to say, it's a surely strange time to be a critic, as the day-to-day misery of this lucid nightmare wears people down to the stumps, and the last refuge of joy and escapism is sought in mass culture. It may appear somewhat cruel to take entertainment to task, but the far worse alternative would be a world without criticism. Until we are forced to communicate with memes from pods wholly owned by Disney, we're just going to have to let people dislike things. Social media has been colonized by the strain of synapse-fast reactionaries, and if it can sometimes be hard to tell whether the accounts of rage posting in comment sections belongs to real people, the landscape snapped by Wagner has gotten only more barren. It is still a strange time to be a critic, but what's even stranger is getting to be one in the first place. For film writers, the dystopian vibes are partially a result of gerrymandering, culling of critical voices, whether via legacy or established publications scaling back or eliminating review sections, or shameless courting of influencers by studios who make critics jump through hoops to attend screenings or access talent. So basically, reading these first paragraphs, this is what I wanted to talk about. I always feel like there's been this these two columns of viewers watching movies or any art. It's shut up, let me just turn off my brain, let me enjoy this piece of this film for 2 hours, this show, and I don't care about the critical side of it or the art form of it. And others pushing back against that and saying the thing that you just want to mindlessly watch and enjoy is something that should be critiqued and we should have opinions and have a dialogue about. And I'm seeing this with recent films, even with a film that I really enjoyed, One Ballad After Another. And I've been in conversations where somebody pushes back on against it and doesn't like it. And while I disagree with that, the consensus for the people that defend it, it's just like you're a fucking dumbass type of reaction. I've seen that on films that I agree with that are good, but I've also seen it from films that I don't think are good, like Everything Everywhere All at Once, where people love that film no matter what. And if I say, I don't really care for this part of it or whatnot, I'm just negative and I just want to critique this art.
This is starting to feel very personal. So first of all, there's a lot to unpack here. I mean, the thing is, if we're talking about what is happening with the media landscape, certainly there have been hostile corporate buyouts of most of the important Web 2.0 era publications where good writing used to emerge from about movies. And there has been a culling, as the writer describes it, of good voices that are writing about film, which is not to say that they aren't out there, but they are now kind of operating in their own hemispheres or their own substacks or trying to pave out their own subscription business model and mostly floundering doing that. Now, some of them are successful and God bless them. I hope they continue to be. And there are great voices out there. Some of them are even friends of the show that are doing their own substacks that are successful and, have a readership. However, criticism is in a dangerous place because there's simply less of it. And the criticism that we have now is not always informed by academia. And it doesn't have to be. I don't necessarily need the academic read of any given film. Sometimes academia pushes things into niche extremes that aren't useful. As socialist as I may be in my politics, I don't always need the materialist dialectic as a form of dissecting a film, So honestly, I guess it's not always essential that you have that USC film criticism background to talk about films, but criticism is under threat. And I think that there is this subsect of society that believes that we don't need film critics. The thing is, nothing exists in a vacuum without critics. There are a number of movie sensations that just wouldn't have come to pass. I mean, word of mouth is really important, but it's not just important from the people that write in the audience critiques in any given film score aggregator like Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic. I mean, you do need informed people that have thought about movies as a living to weigh in on these things occasionally and try to suss out deeper meaning on some of this stuff, even if it's skin deep. So this article talks about Everything Everywhere All at Once, and it's a perfect example because now it is a sort of polarizing movie. When it came out,
everyone loved it. There was no real critique about it. It was a critical darling. Everybody was rooting for it. It's almost like a sports team who at the beginning of a dynasty, everyone loves and is rooting for, and then by the end of it, everyone's like, I want to see this team burn down. And I feel like we're in that part where everybody is revisiting this movie and saying that it kind of just had a moment.
What I wish this article had done a better job of is pointing out the context in which something is released. So we are in an environment where, and some of this is generational, and again, this is not me just like being my old man shaking fist at clouds. Like they're, older generations are perfectly capable of being way too sensitive too. But there is a tendency now among people with, I'll just say, disposable income to feel like they are being attacked when you offer a minor criticism or put some minor resistance in front of them.
Yeah.
There is a culture of people feeling like your words are violence. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people, and we do it jokingly on the show, or sometimes not jokingly, but we do it, so we can't be hypocrites. There are people that crank up the vitriol for clout. So they will crank up the attack. They will resort to the Barstool Sports method of talking about a fucking movie because they know it's going to get a response. It's not enough to say, hey, wake up dead dude. I don't get it. But it's got to be wake up dead dude. I hope everybody in the film dies of aggressive throat cancer. And it's like, that's where we get into trouble with the online presence. Like that's when you can start being sensitive about words or violence. Like if somebody's literally like, hey, I'm going to do sex crimes to your family because you were in Ender's Game 5 after the Endering or whatever it is, then then we have something to talk about. But if Owen Gleiberman or whatever goes on Rolling Stone and goes like, I thought everything everywhere all at once was just okay, that's not worthy of the response of that's not worthy of the fight or flight response that you are talking about, that you sometimes get. Well, when you offer up the slightest pushback.
Well, and so one of the Ringer writers talks about this exact thing where they said they watched the movie when it came out, and a few days after I posted a review, and long before it made its stride through the award season, I got an email from a stranger with the subject line, "You asshole." Uh-huh. Figuring it would be in reference to anything, I read on. The gist of this was that by not giving a rave review to Everything Everywhere All at Once, I was exposing myself as a miserable fraud with a destructive agenda.
Mm-hmm. That was a thing that I was starting to get to. I think that the context matters. So first of all, this movie comes out, 2021, 22?
Yeah, I think 22.
22. Can you think of anything that might have preceded that film and the couple years before it that might have like made the nation feel a little bit angsty, stressed out, worried about the future of pandemic? Yeah, there you go. This was like one of the first films coming out of the pandemic that was kind of like playful in its tone, doing something different, that was taking a big swing. Clearly having a good time. Whether you read it as self-indulgent or not, that's up for you to decide. But it was kind of like a return to a more playful tone. I don't remember when Crazy Rich Agents. I don't remember when the Crazy Rich Agents.
I think that was 2019. I think that was before pandemic.
Okay. But I would say, so like it's still within 3 years or so of everywhere, every way, each way.
EEAAO.
EEAAs. But so within 4 years, that was there was also this thing happening in the culture where we are seeing Asian-centric casts doing stuff that they didn't always get a chance to do.
Yeah, when did Shang-Chi come out? Because that was around the same thing too. To your point.
That's probably later than Crazy Rich.
2021.
Right. So, I mean, all of this is stuff. It's like now we're seeing fully Asian casts getting to break through some of the tropes that surrounded typical Asian castings. And so that was important as well. Aside from the fact that we have Everything Everywhere All at Once to blame for Stephanie Hsu being popular.
You don't like her?
She can fuck right off. Sorry.
I have not heard this take from you.
She sucks.
As a person or as an actress?
I don't know. Personally, but I'm doing it. Now I'm being vitriolic. But I'm not wishing death upon her. Like I want her to keep on doing it. You don't want
her to die. Yeah,
keep on doing it, Stephanie. Maybe you'll get better. But see, this is what we're talking about. So like I just said that, right?
Yeah, you're part of the problem.
But see, this is what you're talking about. We know people that would hear that and go, well, they might, because I'm a white man. Mm-hmm. This should come as a shock to everyone.
He is white. Can you confirm?
For some people, that might get me lumped in with racism. Mm-hmm. If they like feel really,
you're doing a racism. Yeah,
I'm doing a racism. But like I don't think most people will go there. I think most people that would be offended by that are just fans of hers.
No, I would just tell you that you're wrong in my opinion, but we'd have a discussion about it.
That's fine.
But I think so. I get the context you're putting here, but I think there's something else here too, which is you mentioned with the COVID. I am taking this into context too. I think there is a big population of people that just watch movies and want to watch a movie and don't give a shit and don't want to hear about the critical
watch movie.
Well, and it's if you come at it with any critique like this person, they basically do the equivalent of "shut up, nerd. I don't give a shit. It's a movie. You're looking at this too much."
But then why are you reading that person's film criticism? I mean, that's
a good point. That's a good point. Why push back on it?
Seek out film criticism if you're not willing to have.
Well, it's because they want to slam down that other person and say you're an idiot. Shut up. It's a movie. You're just supposed to watch a movie and eat popcorn.
Well, when aren't you supposed to watch movie and eat popcorn? I guess that would be my question.
That's the thing that I'm trying. That I think this article is talking about is we're teetering into a place where it's almost bad, or people think it's almost like you're thumbing your nose at people if you have a critique of a film,
right? Instead
of just shutting up and watching a film and turning off your brain.
Well, and that's what I'm wrestling with as we're just talking about this here. I'm trying to figure out what that is, and I think that. So as we already discussed, I think part of it is the disappearance of critics. As we have fewer critical voices, we denormalize the process of talking critically about movies. But then also we are, as we also pointed out, facing a generation with disposable income that does feel like words are violence all the time, which simply is not true.
And I think that with everything happening in the world, and this article mentions it in the semi-dystopian hellscape that we're in, some people just don't want to think about art in a way.
It's fully dystopian.
Yeah.
It's okay to admit that it is.
I think people just don't want to focus or think about movies when they watch them anymore because it's an escapism. It's a pure escapism.
They do and they don't. I mean, it's like people will find meanings in the smallest, slightest things, and people will champion films that are very slight or minimally plot driven. We're seeing it now. I just came from a screening of Norwegian
Sentimental Value?
Sentimental Value. It just came out of the screening of Sentimental Value. And
you didn't like it. I can already tell.
No, I thought it was quite arresting.
I thought it was great.
And I thought there are things about it that I really will think about and chew on. I really appreciated it. It's not as good, in my opinion, as
Worst Person in the World.
Worst Person in the World, but I think it has a shot at cracking my top 10 for the year. There's a lot of gristle to chew on in the film, and I appreciate that about it. If I were to be negative about it, I will say that is a film that has gotten wrapped up in the hype. There's a hype train behind it.
Well, yeah, that's what we talked about this film last week, and you were timid going into it.
Well,
because of the hype. Because of the hype.
So off mic, I mentioned that when the award seasons roll around, people feel like they have to start becoming champions of certain films.
It's like they want to be on the front end of finding the diamond in the rough that's going to make a run.
Just like we said with the film festival thing, it's like you want to be one of the first people to have raised your hand and say, yes,
I knew this.
Yes, teacher. I also thought that this was amazing. Check out all the other things I have to say about the other things that I think are amazing.
Well, yeah.
Look at me.
When you were championing Frankenstein, when we were talking about
it,
I was
I often
really
do.
Surprised.
Yeah. So I'm always going to bat for that film. My point is, there is a bit of a hype train behind Sentimental Value, and it has been tough for me amongst my film going friends to find somebody that I feel like I can talk about it honestly with, warts and all.
Me, right here.
Well, okay, but my point is, I do think people get wrapped up in the hype of things, and then sometimes there's a refractory period, if you will. And I think that Everything Everywhere went through that. Obviously, One Battle is going through it now because it's obviously like going to win the Best Picture Oscar, clean house in a number of different places. Everyone who was a PTA hater before
loves him and loves everything.
Either loves him or hates him, or is doubling down on their takes about it. That's fine. That's to be expected. It's just like I wish that cycle, that news cycle or that social media cycle, could just move more quickly. Because like I love One Battle. It's if I and we're gonna do a top 10 episode in a couple weeks here, but it'll certainly be on that list, and it'll be very close to the top. And I say it as a person who has always had takey views of Paul Thomas Anderson. I bring it up because, not unlike Everything Everywhere All at Once, at first there's a wave of love. Now there's a wave of some people trying to be separate from the herd and trying
contrarian.
Contrarian, but trying to do it in a tasteful way where they're, no, don't you see? My concerns about this film really are rooted in academia and legitimate concern for future of the way films are made, and like what is this film's discourse going to be? It's like, okay, well, just like the people that love Muppets Christmas Carol, it's not that I have any reason to doubt you, but I just don't believe you. But which is not to say if you don't like One Battle After Another that you're wrong. There are plenty of people that don't like it that I know that were kind of meh on it. Some people just didn't have like the best viewing experience, and that does affect the way that you view film. But you try to divorce that from the way you adjudicate a film. We discussed my viewing of The Green Knight on the show, and I won't bring that back up here, but sometimes you can have a fucking transcendent film in front of you and have an absolute piss party of a fucking viewing experience. So, but anyway, I don't blame anyone if they legitimately don't like the film. There are things about One Battle that are choices that are very deliberate, but have a very definite impact on what that movie is doing. And I don't expect that to land for everybody, but these things just seem to come in cycles, just like Everything Everywhere. There's a wave of love and appreciation, and a wave of, I was on the ground. I loved this since the day it came out at Fantastic Fest or fucking TIFF or whatever. Then there is the phase that we're kind of in now with One Battle, where they're being contrarian, but they're trying to be contrarian with purpose. then we will soon enter the phase where the film has left the zeitgeist, and we are just now left with what the aftermath of it. We're kind of there. So an interesting thing, and we talked about these two movies a lot on this film because they were such a sensation. It's like, think of like Barbie and Oppenheimer. Like,
yeah.
So those movies went through this cycle, and I mentioned them both because they're both awards darlings, just like Everything Everywhere, just like One Battle Will Be. So now, like, think about where those movies are in the public mind. It's like now they're just kind of like forgotten.
Yeah.
Right? Now they are for people that actually care to talk about. You know? So now you can still love or hate those films, but it would be hard for me to hear discourse popping up about Barbie or Oppenheimer if it weren't, around something slanderous that somebody like old QT had to say on a podcast or something.
Even with all the access, even with all the platforms, even with everybody being able to put their opinions out there, the problem is that they know that they can put their opinions out there and that it will be seen. And I think it brings up an issue of, I don't know how to properly, like you mentioned, I don't know who or how to properly talk about films in a way that it's not going to be so extreme on either way anymore.
Well, and that's you got to find your people. I mean, that's really like, and it's not going to be online. And if it is going to be online, it almost needs to come with a disclaimer. It's like, hey, whatever I have to say about this film is not, and we shouldn't be there as a society, but we kind of are. You almost have to like throw out a disclaimer every time you have something to say about a film, which is like, these views do not reflect an open, wanton attack on you, your personality, and everyone that you've ever cared about.
Yeah, and it's almost like you have to disclaim, like, hey, I like the movie, but what I'm about to say
but you don't. I think you can skip that step and just go like, this is not about you. In fact, maybe that's what people need to start putting in front of their critiques of films.
Hey,
this critique is not about you. And but then launch into your spiel, and then of course you're still going to get pushback, but at least you can then tap the sign, and go like, hey, remember what I said? Hey, what?
And it sucks because again, there's so much access, there's so many ways to communicate and talk about these things now, so many different forums. It should be like a haven for good discussion about an art form.
This is nothing new. I mean, even when the internet was very, very young. I mean, I just finished reading a book about The Simpsons where they talk about the early Usenet groups of The Simpsons and how it was kind of like a protoplasmic breeding ground for like what was to come. It was like kind of it's kind of like a window on the future, whereas these absolutely massive trolls that is like so passionate about the way the film should, the way that the show should be written, and like every decision and every joke was dissected 20 different ways. The internet's always going to be a place for that. And so it's okay to see people online going, you're a fucking piece of shit because you didn't love Slumdog Millionaire as much as I do, or whatever, kind of middling thing won the fucking Oscar.
Green Book.
Yeah, you fucking what? You didn't fucking think that fucking Shakespeare in Love was the best movie that year? That's always going to be there. That's fine. I think that you're talking more about maybe a personal thing that you're encountering, because you do it. It's when you encounter that personally, that's where it's disappointing. When people in your circle get their hackles up because you have a criticism film. Well, look, I've fucking shit on many films that you love, and you've probably done the same to films I love. I mean, our off-mic discussions of Heat have cut me deep. But I mean,
that is a good example. Yeah, I just don't I don't understand the hype around that movie. But people love it. It's a me thing. It's me.
Well, right. But but that's the thing. I don't need you. I will never need you to like go, Hey, Colin,
right. Yeah.
This is just, look, don't worry, bud. This isn't me ganging up on you, telling you that I think that you didn't deserve to be born. I'll never need you to have that discussion. And I guess maybe that's the lesson that we can take. We always try to arrive at what was Jerry Springer's, the end of his show? Jerry's Thoughts, whatever.
That sounds right.
We don't always have to come to a Jerry Springer's final thoughts moment, but we try to. And I think the Jerry Springer final thoughts moment for this phenomenon that you're talking about, you may just have to only engage with the people that you don't have to have that conversation with.
I think
that doesn't mean that that you can't ever try to like pull somebody back from the brink. If you have that coworker or that friend who just cannot separate the art from themselves, you can keep trying, but
That's what I was going to say. We talk a lot about people having a part of their life be their personality, whether it's Halloween or whatever. But I feel like people associate their personalities with movies now.
sure.
And they can't separate that. And so, like you said, it's not about you, but to them, it feels like an attack on them.
And that's
And
just
it's like, you
a
gotta separate
personal. That's
that.
just a personal thing that you learn as you grow as a human being.
So when you said you don't like the floating gun and weapons, it felt like an attack on me.
I know that you were hyping that up, and I've seen I see the GIF that you have above on the banner of every social media thing you do.
I love the floating gun.
You know, it represents so much. What does it represent? I don't know. The movie won't tell us. But I mean, it's just something as you grow, you learn that there are people that will do that no matter what. But then there are also people that just haven't matured enough to realize that you can have a discourse about art and the things that you care about
That's the whole point of art.
without it being an attack. Now, if somebody is just absolutely missing something completely objective about a film. Like if somebody was arguing to you that Inglourious Bastards is a history film, you know, or like that is like an accurate history film or something, you know, then you could go like, okay, well, listen, I don't mean to rain on your parade. That didn't happen. But it didn't go down like that. I hate to tell you. Now, so there are objective things that you can quibble about.
I mean, then we're running into the realistic world that we live in, where people are believing shit that isn't happening.
Right, but I mean, how much more convincing do we need that the world is filled with delusional fucks? Yes, we are learning now that there is a larger contingent of people that will legitimately look at the sky and go, "Yeah, it's fucking red." What are you talking about?
And die with that argument.
And die in that trench. I mean, literally, like when it comes to like health stuff, you know, like don't jab me with none of that fucking Ninja Turtle semen. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, you are going to run into delusional people, and there will be more of them because they are the circumstances which surround us, mostly through shittification, have created an unstable base for people. There's nowhere for people who are on that ledge to land anymore. So, and there's nothing but space for them to echo chamber their viewpoints, which is part of the reason why we choose to actually attack ideas that have some traction behind them. Because again, there's millions of voices out there, and they're all like, look at me, look at me, look at me. Mm-hmm. But putting that aside, what you're concerned about is when you run into those people who otherwise have their head on straight.
Yes.
But then you go, you know what? I just thought that the Eras tour was just okay. What do you mean? You know, shit.
But yes, that.
And so that's where that's just a value judgment at that point. You have to decide whether this person is worth the work of teasing out what it's going to take for them to divorce themselves from that idea.
So
like,
I guess...
Can you ever be a person that learns to talk about art and divorce yourself from it personally?
And so I guess, yes, the lesson is choose your communication partner wisely.
Or realize that you will have to make that choice with some people. Because certain folks that we may have stumbled across, sometimes you talk films or music or art with somebody and they just want to be a fucking contrarian. Mm-hmm. And there's that too. So it's like, oh man, you know what? I just really loved that, I don't know, Charlie XCX album. Awful, man. There's so many fucking synths in it. What are you talking about? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, okay, maybe that's not your cup of tea. What are you into? Oh, man, I love hardcore bands. Oh, cool. Did you like that new Knock Loose album? Yeah, I loved it. Oh, well, I liked it too. Well, fuck that. It's fucking terrible. It's like, oh, okay, well, whatever. Actually, I don't know anything about hardcore. That's just the only hardcore band I could think of off the top of my head. Anyway, it's like there are going to be contrarians. I guess the first step is to separate those people.
The first step is saying, are you okay, man?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Sure. Well, yeah. But I think that the answer to that is always going to be no or a lie. But anyway, so the first step is to separate those people from who we're talking about. The second step is if there's somebody in your life that means something to you, but can't seem to talk about these things without dragging their own personality or ego into it, then yes, that's the lesson. You may need to realize that you'll have to make a choice. Is this a person that I'm willing to go through the work of trying to rehab from the brink of wrapping their ego into every artistic experience they have? And you also might just have to reach a point where you go, I just can't talk art with that person. Yeah. That's going to have to be my football buddy. Like, that's my fantasy football buddy. Like, that's all it is. Because we are not talking about Star Wars anymore with old Bill or whatever. It's, you know.
FFB. Yeah. Fantasy football buddy.
So yeah, I guess that's the lesson. You'll have to there will be people in your life that you'll have to decide. You'll have to make decisions.
We did it. We answered it.
I don't even know what we were answering, but we answered something. All right. Well, then we got wheels.
A sweet reunion with a friend or a brother. In all the places you find love, it feels like Christmas. It is the season of the heart, a special time of caring. The ways of
Oh boy, we're gonna spin the fucking reel.
Here we go.
You know,
Oh no.
first of all, I do have to acknowledge that some drunky Magoo forgot to hit record. So
We're not going to name names.
if the first half of your audio sounds like poopers, it's yours truly's fault that it sounds like daddy farts.
We had both said to make sure that we record, and then we
both
did
started
not look at it.
drinking the champagne and beers and fucking up. I do have to say, we would be remiss if we didn't also mention that part of the outstanding success of Everything All at Once came from the rehabilitation of the career of a Cast Against Type mascot.
Hit it.
Indy, I love you.
Quan, he got a second shot.
He's great.
And he is good in
And
that
now
film.
he's just doing everything that's thrown at him.
Well,
And
homie needs to get paid.
it's true.
Homie needs that. SAG stops giving you those benefits after a while. All right, I'm gonna let you spin the reel this time. For fuck's sake, go for it, dude. Oh wow, we haven't landed on this one in a long time.
Clip of Fools.
Clip of Fools. Okay. Well, so for those who aren't familiar with our different categories on the reel of Scopophilia, Clip of Fools is basically
What it sounds like.
we used to do in season 1, where we would just kind of MST3K our way through a video
Mm-hmm.
or a piece of media, as we've described in the intro to our show. And we've got an interesting one saved up in our bank here. We've got a few banked, and we're just going to go with the next one that's on the list here.
And
this
it's a doozy.
well, it's
It's
definitely
something.
an approach. So everybody's ticking and talking and looking for a way in, looking for an angle. Everyone on the tickings and talkings is
They
running
need a shtick.
they're running experiments, essentially. They're all doing some version of Mr. Beast, right? You got to give a fucking homeless guy $50,000, and then it ends up being Monopoly money, and then you
Mhm.
hunt him for sport. That's one thing you do, and then I don't know. You get a flash mob full of little people to do a dance, and then it causes a massive pile up on the side of the freeway.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, like or
All successful angles.
you make a tapioca sculpture, and then you eat it, and then you barf in front
You
of
should be a social media manager.
I'm just
with
saying,
all these
well,
ideas.
but this is what people do on the tickings and talkings, or mostly the tickings and talkings are sad people sitting in their car ranting. I mean,
Mhm.
like, let's face it, that's what 90% of it is. But somebody on the tickings and talkings has waded into our territory, which is the films, and they're going to run a bit of an experiment. So,
Can you tell me what this experiment is?
well, so first of all, right up front, they're not beating around the bush. They have captioned on the opening frame of their video, seeing how long it takes to get kicked out of a $32 all-you-can-eat movie theater.
First of all, it says theater.
Theater.
And second of all you can eat movie theater actually sounds pretty great, even if the food is garbage.
Well, okay. Well, so we've now, yeah, I am a little lost for words. I've seen this video, and I guess I'm not clear on the rules. Maybe she will elaborate for us on what the rules of this are. $32, you get a little bracelet, and for the duration of the movie, I believe it is,
Mhm.
you can eat all you can eat.
That
I
would
guess.
make sense, yes.
I mean, you can't just order. So, okay, we'll discuss it because
Yeah.
there's a lot to unpack. I mean, just the business model alone, we could do an entire podcast on. So here we go. Let's see. We're going to mention their name. Just to keep
What old theater goer is going to
this
do.
theater goer has to say.
I got there at noon and paid $32 to come to the only all-you-can-eat movie theater in the United States. You can eat as many snacks as you want. They give you an all-you-can-eat wristband that lasts until the end of your movie. So I got a ticket for the longest movie in theaters, and I'm not watching a single minute of it. I'm just gonna sit in the lobby trying to eat everything for 3 hours straight and see what happens. I wanted to start with a light snack, so I only got a large popcorn, M&M's, donut, funnel cake, and mozzarella sticks. I'm the healthiest woman to ever exist. I have no idea what's going on in the movie, but I do know that I need 5 chicken wings, pretzels, and a Bosco stick. For some reason, eating donut, funnel cake, chicken wings, and mozzarella stick for breakfast hurt my stomach. I have no idea why. Even though there's a horror movie filming in my tummy, I'm not rolling the credits. I need to get my $32 worth, and I know the perfect cure to make my stomach feel better.
May I have 3 hot dogs, please? Thank you.
I was so happy I had to do a photo shoot with my hot dog and give it to the cashier. Picture of me and my hot dog.
Okay, thank you.
I also gave her $100 and some pictures of my big cat.
I give you this picture of my cat, and then I wanted to give you that. Thank you.
The movie ended, but this is everything I got for $32. That's 3 hours of my life.
Okay. So we have to take this piece by piece.
Well, my first thing is she didn't get kicked out. Why would they kick her out? She's just ordering food.
Well, but that's okay. So that's creates so many more questions than answers.
Yes.
But let's go through this piece by piece. So first of all, this is from an all-inclusive theater chain called Emagine. I've never heard of such thing, and of course it's a fucking Wisconsin thing. Of course it is a Wisconsin thing. Because only in Wisconsin do you need 50 pounds of cheese.
All you can eat cheese curds.
So let's go through this.
Only all-you-can-eat movie theater in the United States. You can eat as many snacks as you want and give you an all.
You got to stop on the hot dog and slushy.
Right.
Shots.
Well, so okay. No. Let's make it clear. She's trying to do a comedy. I believe. I don't believe this is.
She's trying to get clicks.
I don't believe that this is a person that's sincerely doing that. I mean, obviously she ran an experiment.
I just took a quick glance at her other posts, and she's done this at other places.
Mm-hmm. So this is her shtick, and that's fine. I'm not really so blown away by her affectation or her joke stylings. Rather, she did run the experiment, and that this all exists is sort of insane to me.
Yes.
So first of all, we just skipped past an image of one of her first confectionery items, which was a hot dog that she was swirling around in icy.
Blue raspberry icy.
Now, again, probably just doing it to be funny, but
yes.
There's a part of me that believes that might be a thing that actually she was into. Mm-hmm. Now, we are also stopped on a frame.
It's the full
that
menu.
describes the all-inclusive rules.
Okay,
so
read
this
them
is
out.
important. We are proud to offer... Proud. Well, it's Wisconsin.
We're proud to give you a heart attack.
You got to take it where you can get it. We are proud to offer all, capital A, all inclusive, with some of our fan favorites and classics. This comes with a wristband that grants you all you can eat off the all-inclusive menu that is valid until the end of your movie. Only guests with a wristband can get items, and all guests must have a wristband to eat. Please note, we limit items to 3 at a time per guest. Okay, so that was going to be one of my questions. Mm-hmm. Because you can't just go, give me 20 tubs of extra large popcorn.
Yeah,
right?
And she doesn't do that.
And she doesn't do that. But there's a part of me that was wondering why she didn't do that. Well, now we have our answer, so good.
You can eat wristband that lasts until the end of your movie. So I got a ticket.
Okay, what
is she dunking in there?
Well, first of all, she bought a ticket to One Battle After Another, not because, and this is a wise move on her part, not because of the quality of said film.
Because it's long.
It's a long film.
Yeah.
You know what? Good. Hey, good on you. Was Wicked longer?
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
What was the longest film this year?
I think it was that.
No. What about? Well, I guess that was last year. I was going to say Metropolis.
No, it just felt long.
Oh,
Megalopolis,
yeah.
What do you think about this?
What do you think of this boner I got?
Thanks, John.
The audio on that sound effect is so weird. It actually sounds like he's like outside the room.
What do you think of this boner I got?
Get out of here, John.
Get out of here. I think it sucks. So she bought the ticket to One Battle After Another, so she could run this experiment.
She's supporting art. She's supporting film.
But we're skipping past all these visuals of things.
Yeah,
she's
what
eating.
was the previous shot?
There's like some kind of like boneless chicken nugget they have there,
but it doesn't look like a chicken nugget.
It looks dire. Let me see if I can go back here.
It's a very
nuggets.
It's a very damp nugget.
I'm actually more upset by this cup of nacho cheese. She's got this cup of nacho cheese sauce, it's called.
Yes.
From Rico's. It's Rico's nacho cheese sauce. This is Wisconsin. Can we not do better than this? Well, honestly, like this is they probably just give you this as like a drink. And like it's just like dipping your fries in Coke, you know how people do that? This is like a very brown nugget. And I'm just concerned with like the level of fry. Like these feel like they might be over fried. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
But they're also wet.
They are wet. They're very well, but that's because of the consistency of the cheese. Which leads me to believe that the cheese is hot, but for how long? Okay.
She's dipping it a lot. It's like repeat dips.
Well, okay. I'm so worried about this poor woman's asshole.
Ticket for the longest movie in theaters, and I'm not watching a single minute of it. I'm just gonna sit in the lobby trying to eat everything.
Okay.
This one is awful.
So there's this snack. It's like a fucking.
It looks like a jalapeno popper, but the hole in the popper is
it looks
severe.
Like the crust of like a stuffed crust pizza,
and the cheese is cold and congealed.
This has got to be the most. So she eats a few upsetting things.
None of this is melted together. That's the thing. It's just they took a piece of cheese, put it in a dry crust, and put a slice of jalapeno.
Yeah. Now this is of all the things she eats a few upsetting things.
Yeah, this is the most mortifying.
This is the most upsetting thing. It looks like cancer in a pouch. It's like this. It's clearly like supposed to be a melted mozzarella thing in like a dough.
Yeah.
But it looks like the opening of the Sarlacc pit. It's fucked up.
It's haunting.
For 3 hours straight and see what happens. I wanted to start with a light snack, so I only got...
Okay,
yeah, read her order.
Let's read her order here. One AI large popcorn. It says AI in front of everything for some reason. By the way, only $24. I thought it was $32. But look, the all-inclusive is only $24.
Maybe it's because she's a child?
Or maybe that's with the cost of the film. Which, by the way, so $8 movies up in fucking Wisconsin, man? Our shit costs like $22. Okay. One large AI popcorn, one AI large beverage. I'm just gonna assume AI is not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, all-inclusive. I see what it did. I'm a smart guy. I'm so smart. Yes.
That's so unfair.
Okay. One large all-inclusive popcorn, one large beverage, one M&M peanut butter. Okay. That's
I like M&M
candies on there too. This is dangerous. One order of mini donuts, 42 dozen. I don't believe that. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
So that's what that were. Funnel cake fries.
Ugh.
That's so fucked. I mean, I guess they're like churros, but they're fucked churros.
Yeah.
And then those are supposed to be mozzarella sticks.
No, those. I mean, she goes in for another order. So those have to be jalapeno poppers.
I also have to say this: they don't limit you to they limit you to three items of one kind at a time, but they don't limit you to items.
Yeah.
So you can just order everything on the menu, 3 of it all the time. So for all we know, there's more than this. In fact, there is more than this.
Yeah, there's going to be more.
Because I don't see nuggets on here. I don't see like
hot dogs,
those pretzel bites that she's eating. I don't see hot dogs on her order here. So let's just assume that there's
this is the first round.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of like how many items there might actually be on their menu. Let's say like 20.
Yeah, if they're doing
if you go and pay $24, you could get 60 pieces of food.
Jesus
and also,
Christ.
is it like have you ever been to like an all-you-can-eat sushi thing? Well, you have to eat the sushi, or they charge you. They upcharge
and you can't share with anybody else.
Right. This probably isn't happening at Emagine.
No.
Okay.
On a large popcorn, M&M's, donut, funnel cake, and mozzarella sticks. I'm the healthiest woman to ever exist. I have no idea what's
Wait, go back. She's sitting in the theater at one point.
going on in the movie.
She does. Well, maybe you
but
have
I do
to
know
like,
that I
maybe you have to step foot in the theater at some point. You know,
healthiest woman to ever
right
exist.
there.
I have no idea.
Well, so she bought the ticket. The seat is actually, and for all we know, Emagine also has a nice kind of reclining seat option.
Yeah, so
it's probably a nicer place to sit than anywhere in the lobby.
So this is her in the movie theater, 100%. And so
which means that she's also filming herself in the movie theater.
Which that's also
fuck
awful.
Fuck you.
But you're also going against the whole point of this video.
Now, hopefully she did this during like the advertisements. I have a feeling she didn't.
Yeah.
Because if I see your fucking flash shit on and you're making ticking and talking content,
you're gonna
while my one battle is going on,
you're gonna drop kick that phone.
We're gonna have one brutalization after another. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what I'm saying.
Exists. I have no idea what's going on in the movie, but I do know that I need 5 chicken wings, pretzels, and a Bosco stick. For some reason,
Yeah,
Okay, it's called a Bosco stick.
Okay, I'm gonna look the Bosco.
Yeah.
stick
Let's
up.
see if this is actually a thing that exists outside of Emagine, because I've never heard of this filth, but it's a nightmare. Also,
Oh, it's the mozzarella stick.
but we saw that there were mozzarella sticks, and they weren't this. Yeah, so a Bosco stick is like a bread. It's like crazy
It's
bread.
like a
with
bread
cheese in
sticks.
it.
Yeah, pasta night's best friend.
Pasta night. Well, first of all, fucking. Okay, second of all, I need
Okay.
you to look at this fine glaze that is on these chicken.
Yeah, I don't know.
pieces.
It looks like fucking like glaze of a donut.
That's nice of you to put it that way. That's nice of you to. That's
I'm not
nice
sure
of
what
to-
you were thinking of.
Well,
but-
I think that most adults are thinking the same thing I'm thinking. And by the way, that is a horse trough of drink.
Yep.
And you get that in the all-inclusive as well? I mean, that's where their fucking bread is buttered. This has got to be a losing strategy for Emagine. I mean, granted, most people aren't coming in there and doing content all the time, but this can't
If
be.
anything, this is good press for them because nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah, but this
Imagine.
is not sustainable. Okay, let's and by the way, she also made her way over to the arcade.
Yes.
Which I have never understood the arcade thing at theaters.
Yeah, it's not like an airport where you're waiting for hours for the movie to.
Well, I mean, it's like,
start.
okay, I guess there was a time in my youthings where maybe like we would go to the movies with our parents, and we would go see Schindler's List, and they would go see Beethoven's Second. Wait a minute,
You
strike
swap that.
reverse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can you imagine your child's like, I'm gonna see Schindler's List while your parents see Beethoven?
I mean, I would honestly like Beethoven is a scarier film. Okay. Well, so yeah. Anyway, I guess that's why. So maybe like your Beethoven's Second lets out, and like your parents are still reeling from the cinematic bombs that are being dropped on them, and you're playing Dance
Like,
Dance
here's a chord-
Revolution. Okay.
donut, funnel cake, chicken wings, and mozzarella stick for breakfast hurt my stomach. I have no idea why. Even though there's a horror movie.
Okay. She really is running the experiment. If she's eating all this shit,
Yeah.
she gonna die,
Yeah.
right?
She's
Like,
also eating the mozzarella stick in a very horrifying way without her hands.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's all affectation.
All for show.
Mr. Frank. But I mean, I'm hoping she threw out the majority.
I like how she's cheersing these movie characters with her chicken nugget.
Yeah, well, why not?
Filming in my tummy, I'm not rolling the credits. I need to get my $32 worth, and I know the perfect cure to make my stomach feel better.
May I have 3 hot dogs, please? Thank you.
I was so happy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, do I need to point out, Mr. Frank, they say that like one hot dog is like basically the equivalent of smoking like a carton of cigarettes.
I mean, she's knocked off 5 years of her life already.
Absolutely. Yeah. I guess that was going to be my follow-up question is like, how many years did you
She's wearing
taking off?
a New Orleans shirt.
No, yeah. Well, she knows she's got good taste in cities at least. Now, how old do you think this person is?
14?
Wow, I was gonna say like 24, but
No.
Okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay not to know. She's definitely older than 14 because it cost her $24 for the all inclusive.
Well, she can be she can be like 18 then.
Possibly.
I don't think she's older than 20.
Really. Well, you know what would really make Imagine's all-inclusive situation worth it is if they did have booze. If it was an all-inclusive booze situation,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they would never do it.
You would be on this video.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Happy, I had to do a photo shoot with my hot dog and give it to the cashier.
Picture of me and my hot dog.
Okay, thank you.
I also gave her $100 and some pictures of my big
I
cat.
give you this picture of my cat, and then I wanted to give you that. Thank you.
This is how you know the theater person was over this lady's shit because she gets $100.
Yeah, why does she pay her $100?
Well, no, she's filming in their theater. This person, she didn't get kicked out. Maybe she's got Mr. Beast money.
Well, she didn't achieve her goal.
Well, I don't know if she was trying to see how long it takes to get kicked out. The answer is forever.
The answer is if you order all you can eat and all you're doing is ordering food, you're doing
There ain't no limit.
You're doing what you paid for.
Now,
why would they kick you out for
how
that?
busy do you think Emagine is on a Tuesday?
It looks like she's the only one in there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think that like if this was like a Friday night, we might have like a.
But again, she's not doing anything wrong. She's not like throwing the food around. She's literally ordering food and eating it.
But again, so first of all, that's how you know that this lady's like just nonplussed because she got $100. And it's probably Imagine's policy not to let their employees accept cash tips.
We also don't see her hand her the $100.
We do.
We just see her hand her the photo of her in the hot dog.
No, here we go.
Yeah, see?
And then I wanted to give you that.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
The movie ended, but this is
But-
everything I got for $32.
Okay, so she
$132 now.
Everything I got for $32.
okay, this is the final list of everything she got.
But it's
A
not
large
the-
popcorn,
Okay.
peanut butter M&Ms, funnel cake, donuts, mozzarella sticks, Bosco stick, 5 chicken wings, pretzel bites, 3 hot dogs, icy soda.
Okay, none of this explains what that jalapeno pepper looking thing was. None of
That's
this.
the Bosco stick.
But the Bosco stick was just
Yeah, it's gray.
cheese.
It was a gross one, but it was like gray bread with like cold mozzarella inside. It should be, but it should look like crazy bread from where's the crack pizza place? Little Caesars. But it's not. Instead, it's sad. That's the other thing. Maybe Imagine realizes just how fucked their food is. You know, honestly, the best thing that she ate looked like the fucking actual hot dogs.
yeah, because they looked like what they were.
Even the popcorn here looks fairly artificial, which is hard to achieve because
I mean, the M&Ms are still. That's the one thing I'd go for.
she's just literally eaten 3 lifetimes worth of processed food. it's rough.
But the thing is, she goes there to like own this theater or like cause havoc, and if anything, they come out on top.
Oh, come now. I think that she was trying to celebrate the fun of their little promotion.
She was trying to get kicked out.
I don't think she would. I think she was trying to see if she would. But she, you know what? Hey, listen, I'm grateful that she ran the experiment. First of all, because I needed to know that this existed.
Is she trying to say if I order too much food, they're going to be like, you need to stop and you need to get out of here?
Well, maybe that was the idea. I mean, I haven't seen this person's other content. Maybe she goes and does promotions at other places where she does get kicked
you're
out.
right. This does feel like a promotion for Imagine.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine, like, if everybody did this, Imagine would be broke.
Yeah, they're not making a profit on this.
Because famously, movie theaters get their money from their concessions.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm guessing is the way that this pays off for them is you roll in there with your family.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets the $24 all-you-can-eat thing. And really, all you need is one person, but you can't share.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Now, if you're by yourself, this is bad news for you, especially if you're a big tub.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know some folks that could put down some concessions.
What would you go first to? Not popcorn.
There's
you can't do popcorn or
nothing-
candy.
There's nothing. Well, first of all, $24 wouldn't buy you a hot dog at any theater in Los Angeles.
She also,
So-
her spelling, man, mozzarella.
Oh, this stinks of AI, as do most TikTok craps.
I like a good chicken tender or boneless chicken wing. I'm not going near that thing.
These mozzarella sticks alone, like in an LA theater, would cost like $18.
Yeah.
If there was like an all-you-could-eat thing at, say, a theater that had food that I actually enjoyed and like popcorn and shit that I actually enjoyed, and I was feeling peckish,
Mhm.
I might actually do it just because I'm like, well, if I buy 2 things, it's going to be $24 anyway.
Yeah.
And then maybe on my way out, I'll get a hot dog. I'll get
Mhm.
a glizzy. That's right. I'm using the
An AMC glizzy?
I'm using
Would
that.
you ever do an AMC glizzy?
Oh, absolutely not. That is a Listeria experiment that you do not want to fuck with. Well, I'm glad she ran the experiment. I mean, it seems like her shtick. I'm seeing other things on the side here where she's going to like an all-you-can-eat buffet and seeing how long it takes to get kicked out of there. No, they kicked me out of the mall. Okay, great. How is this 20-year-old person have this little body fat? I mean, maybe this is all she eats.
Or maybe she's not even actually eating it all.
She makes like 10 videos a year. And
Do you
then,
think
like,
she's eating all of it? I think she eats one for the camera and then throws the rest out.
Can you do that? Like, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like what the thing with the sushi thing. If you go to the sushi place and you don't eat it, they upcharge you. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
that's a sushi establishment. This is Imagine. They don't even spell their own name right.
yeah.
Do you think that one 18-year-old cashier person is laying down the law?
No. I think that we can, at the very least, as we come to a conclusion here, agree that maybe this is a half-baked idea from Imagine. I'm just going to throw that out there. But maybe, hey, I mean, somebody's got to be running the numbers. You know, maybe this works out for them.
I mean, we're watching it. It's enticing for us. We're gonna go to Imagine.
I'm
now.
intrigued. I'm fascinated. I would like to know if they have other items on the menu other than what she ordered. But
we'll
here we go. Let's
we'll
find
book
out
our
right now.
trip.
Let's pull up the Imagine website and get some insight.
Imagine Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they have like 3 different.
How many different locations?
I think they have 4.
Okay,
$5 ticket Tuesday.
What the? Well, okay, they have that here. They have that here. Bust that menu out. I just want to see what they got on there.
They got booze.
Well, so there must, if they don't have a booze version of this, then
It's not pulling up my menu. I have to go to
weak sauce. You can't DoorDash.
DoorDash.
You can't
Imagines
DoorDash.
all you can eat.
Oh, you can DoorDash AMC's slop.
Can you?
Oh yeah, it's fucked up. I don't know who's doing it.
Who would ever do that?
I guarantee you, there's some dipshit out there. It's like only that's the only popcorn I can eat. What do we got? Read it for us.
Got large popcorn. They have combos. Okay, got Stonefire pizza.
Oh, they got pizza.
Let's see.
I bet that's not on the all-inclusive.
Okay, these are combos. Concession snacks.
Here we go. Chicken, bacon, and jalapeno quesadilla.
And then a regular cheese quesadilla. Chicken tenders.
Tendies. We didn't see no tendies. Cheese curds. Now that I'm surprised.
What do you mean? That's a Midwestern thing.
No, I'm saying I'm surprised we didn't see that.
Yeah. Garlic cheese bread.
Okay,
loaded bacon cheese fries.
We didn't see that. We didn't see any taco fries. That's horrible. That's a fiery adventure.
Bosco sticks. There we go.
Okay, we saw those. We saw the hot dogs. We saw we didn't see no notch.
No.
We didn't see no notch.
Nachos, I feel like you can't do that all you can eat because that's...
I don't know. I could put down some fucking nachos. What is that last thing? Cinemagic sticks?
It's just to say cinnamon sticks.
What is that? What is the fuck is that?
It's like the Cinnasticks from Pizza Hut. Have you ever had those?
No, but I've had.
It's like the breadsticks with cinnamon on it and you dip them in frosting.
I've had the Taco Bell cinnamon twists.
Oh no, those are different.
Those are horrible. Scroll back up. I also want you to look at the prices of these concessions.
Yeah, $10.
It's not cheap.
No, $13 for garlic bread.
So, but that's what I'm saying. It's like you get 2 items. It's paid for itself.
You're a believer.
I am a believer. I think I've come around.
You love Imagine.
I'm going.
She convinced you.
But I don't know if I can work the Bosco stick. I think that might have to be
only $7. And you get 2.
Well, no, I'm going
2 warm breadsticks, not hot. Warm.
Is that what describes them?
Yeah,
as? That's horrible.
2 warm breadsticks filled with mozzarella cheese.
That's awful.
Brushed with butter and topped with Parmesan cheese.
Oh man! But I'm going, and I'm going to record my own content in the theater.
You're gonna throw up halfway into the video.
Lord knows that everyone loves when you film a ticking and talking in the middle of cinematic masterpiece. I think that's going to do it. CaskInsType@gmail.com is where you can find us. Please submit your queries there. We don't have enough queries. We need more queries.
Query us.
Right, at CaskInsType@gmail.com. You can also find our pod on every pod platform. That includes Apple Podcasts, which is where you really should probably be getting it because Spotify can fuck right off.
Yes.
Even though they've all kissed the ring, you're all cowards. But there's other places as well. Amazon, iHeart, other places have kissed the ring, whatever. Fuck them all.
RSS feed.
You can get the RSS feed at soundcloud.com/catpod. And you can do the like and subscribe thing somewhere, somehow. I don't know if we'll ever see it. And in closing, I do want people to know that I did get confirmation. That's right.
I have no idea what he's about to say.
It's the end of the year. Everybody's releasing their Spotify Wrapped.
Oh.
We made it into the top. Into the tippy
We're the top
for
the top podcast.
For a few folks.
Wow.
No, a few folks had us as their number one
really?
channel.
I did not know this.
Oh yeah, I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you.
All right.
Not just my mom. I promise. I'll promise.
Wow.
In fact, I'll put photographic evidence on our feed.
Wow.
That we don't nurse or
amazing.
view or
Nope.
engage with in any meaningful way.
It's there though.
We're a smash hit.
It's our New Year's resolution.
All right,
because those always come through.
Speaking of New Year, we're gonna have a best of 2025 on the horizon. If it's not the next episode, it'll be the one after. But it's coming your way. Get ready.
Well, you won't hear us until after the holidays.
Get hypey. And yeah, I guess this is it. So tell Jesus, thanks for birthing out.
What's your send off to 2025?
Fuck off.
Yep.
Don't ever get back. Don't ever come back. If I know that time doesn't work that way, but if it is a flat circle, can we skip this year next time? All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's my send off. Fuck it.
I agree.
This year can die in a fire. All right. That's gonna do.
Bye.
A little dab will do you. Bye.
Give me some sweet Cadillac cake. Give me some hot macaroni and cheese. Give me some more food, please. Give me some bologna, salami, and ham. Toast with butter and strawberry jam. the food. It's